If you can skip immediate satisfaction now, you'll find that delayed gratification has so much more power behind it. Just because you have more money doesn't mean you should spend more money. You should really be using your time to maximize your income in every possible way. Your future self will be so much more thankful. Aloha, folks. My name is Greg Cullen from Leverage Hustle. I'm here today to talk to you about the top 10 lessons learned from a negative net worth at 22 to 2 million plus at 29. So everyone on YouTube is a multimillionaire and they're happy to share that with everybody. The purpose of this video is to share with you the lessons that I learned along the way from the mistakes that I made. So hopefully you don't have to make those same mistakes. Lesson 1. In your 20s, you should really be using your time to maximize your income in every possible way. This doesn't mean don't chase your passions. This means find something that you love and find the most lucrative version of that role to make sure that you can blow up your income from there. For me, I know I'm great at sales, but starting out, I had to make a decision. I could have sold Cutco knives, maybe cars, I don't know, paint jobs, whatever it could be. But I realized at that point, there was a more lucrative path that I could be taking, and that was with tech sales. I dove into this headfirst in 2015, where my base salary was only $42,000. And fast forward a few years, my W-2 this year will be over $350,000. Lesson 2, develop a strong mindset. It's easy to be negative when you're broke, but it's so much easier to be rich when you have a positive mindset. When you lead with confidence, you'll find that you'll open yourself up to so many more opportunities. You'll also find that you're capable of doing so much more than you ever thought was possible. Lesson number 3, have a plan. Figure out your goals and refine those goals every 90 days. You'll also want to set long-term goals. Figure out where you're going to be 5 years from now and get there one 90-day step at a time. Lesson 4, trade immediate satisfaction for delayed gratification. Here's a fun experiment. You might be considering upgrading your car for an additional $500 payment each month. Take that $500 payment, plug it into a compound interest calculator at 8% over 30 years. When you look at that number, ask yourself, do I really need that new car? The small decisions that you have now will have a compounding effect on your future. If you can skip immediate satisfaction now, you'll find that delayed gratification has so much more power behind it. Lesson number 5, avoid lifestyle creep. Let's have a hypothetical. You picked a great role, you doubled your income in the past year. Congratulations, you made it. If you can avoid spending that newfound wealth on new clothes, cars, houses, whatever it could be, your future self will be so much more thankful. Just because you have more money doesn't mean you should spend more money. Lesson number 6, you are the average of your 5 closest friends. I'm sure you've heard this before, but it's so true. If your friends are blowing all their money every weekend at the bars and they're not really bringing you up in life, consider getting new friends. I'm not saying don't hang out with those people. What I am saying is spend more time with those that challenge you. A good rule of thumb, if you're the smartest, richest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Lesson number 7, value your time. If you're making $60, $70, $80 an hour, ask yourself, is it worth it for you to be spending your time doing a $10 an hour task? Is it worth it for me to mow my own lawn? Is it worth it for me to clean my house? Maybe change my oil? That's what you need to ask yourself. It may be hard to spend that money initially, but it'll be worth so much more getting that time back. Lesson number 8, make your health a priority. If you eat right, sleep well, and exercise often, you'll find that you'll be performing at a peak level. Conversely, if you're lazy, you eat like garbage, and you don't work out, you're gonna feel like shit. For me, working out gives me major mental health benefits. I find that when I'm exercising regularly, I spend a lot less time in the dark place. Lesson number 9, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Take a risk. If you followed my advice so far and kept your expenses low, you'll find that you can take huge chances without really risking anything. Making major life choices like moving to a different city or changing your career will be easier for you with that in mind. Lesson number 10, diversify your income. Don't let your money die to inflation in the bank. Invest all of your money into your investment of choice. I personally like to diversify quite a bit. I have a bunch of worthless cryptocurrencies. I have some stock in my portfolio, and I do have a good portion of real estate as well. I love real estate because I'm able to leverage the debt to buy assets that I would normally not be able to afford. It's a lot more difficult to put a 20% down payment towards $1 million worth of stock. All right, folks, there you have it. Those were the top 10 lessons I learned from a negative net worth at 22 to a $2 million net worth at 29. I hope that you found something valuable in this video. My name is Greg Cullen with Leverage Hustle. See you next time.